Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play Dreamfall Chapters. When we left off last time, I finally finished looking all around the city, eavesdropping on everybody's conversations. Now we are prepared to finally give Reza his lunch, now that it's been, I think, close to like 2 hours, and his cheese soup is probably cold. Thanks to Elmo, who told me to hit Alt-Enter to get this back into full screen. It worked out. I should have been able to figure that out myself, but I didn't. But, so... Alright, let's talk to Reza.
What's up? Toppling governments and exposing corporate conspiracies?
Well, all in a daze. How was, you know...
Therapy? Therapeutic, I guess.
You guess.
What do you... I'm prepared to judge him harshly, and I probably shouldn't be, but what does he mean? You guess. Like, she goes to therapy to talk things through with someone else. She doesn't have to... She just talked a whole bunch with her therapist, right? So why would she... It's irritating me. Why would she immediately come and have to tell him everything she just talked to her therapist about? In the first place, it's private, and in the second place, like, she just did a whole bunch of talking. Maybe she doesn't want to do a whole lot more talking about the same thing.
I know he means well, but not in the mood for more psychotherapy.
Right? And he's not trained to be a psychotherapist, so he needs to just leave it alone. I don't know. It makes sense to talk to your partner about things that are bothering you, but it makes less sense to me for him to talk to her specifically about her therapy sessions, right? Like, that's outside his field of expertise. He should just leave it alone and try. It's only been like 3 months, Reza, so let it work itself out the way it's meant to work out. It doesn't need him interfering. It seems detrimental, maybe.
For later, but I know he means well. I know he means well, but not in the mood for more psychotherapy.
I kind of wish instead of change the subject, our option was more like, just tell him you don't want to talk about it, Zoe. Tell him, I just did a whole bunch of talking, don't really want to talk more about the same thing. Tell me about what you're doing. Alright, if I pick this option, I feel like I'm deliberately trying to sabotage this relationship, and you know what? I am. I don't like it. I don't trust him. After the last game, I feel like there's probably something up with him, and as I said, I just don't think it's a great idea for her to try to force things to work with this guy in a relationship that they've already failed once at. Like, what's the point? And all the things we read in her journal, it feels like she mostly moved in with him just because things were bad at home and she needed somewhere to go and this was convenient. So...
Can we please talk about it later? At home?
Or just not at all.
So what are you working on now?
A couple of things. The clampdown, mostly. There's tons of buzz about the syndicate shutting down parts of the metro. Escalating identity checks, raiding news feeds. We're expecting the worst.
You're loving it.
I wouldn't say that, but it's exciting. We can make a difference.
I pray they try to raid a hand.
Sully's already preparing the lawsuits.
We'll sue them for emotional trauma, unlawful intrusion, damages to property, interference with the free press. We'll sue them for 300 million yuan.
He's looking forward to it.
Okay.
I am looking forward to it. Bring it on.
Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll
On
be
your way to
smart
the
enough
shop?
to ignore him.
Ready to get rid of me already?
Target other
I'll bring
people.
lunch. Cheese soup, the usual.
I forgive you. You can stay as long as you don't talk to me. I need to finish this story.
The clampdown.
No, that new Bingo Dreamer soft drink. Apparently they fast-tracked EFSA approval and skipped a few steps.
Oh.
Some customers have reported seeing the Bingo Dingo after drinking a can. We'll probably get it pulled from vending machines.
That's my boyfriend, getting fizzy drinks yanked from store shelves.
Well, I mean, if they're bad
I'm
for
a modern-day
people.
Gilgamesh, saving the world from hallucinogenic sugar water. Thanks for lunch. I appreciate it. I guess I'm making dinner.
You guessed correctly, Ziamal. Oh, I won't be home until later. I'm volunteering.
Any special requests?
Nothing heavy. Have the membranes been repaired?
I queried the building net, but no reply. Prepare for the worst.
I can't believe we don't live in a climate-controlled apartment. As soon as I get a raise, we're moving.
I don't want to leave Propast.
No, I like the neighborhood. But a more modern building would be nice. No more sunny living at Sonnenschein Plaza by Original Consumer Goods. Anyway, lunch. Here, I have to run.
Have fun at the shop. Say hi to Crazy Face.
Mira.
Who?
Come on, she's not... Well, yeah, she is. Mira is crazy face. There's no way around that.
I'm picking again. But it does seem like, okay, she works with like 2 people volunteering, right? Or at least that's 2 people she's only ever mentioned, Mira and Wit. And then she's trying to make friends with Nella, who he also did not refer to by name. He could take a bit of an interest in the people she's talking to and trying to make connections with. He could remember names. It's not that tough. And also that whole, you can stay here but don't talk to me. But then he wanted her to talk about all of her private stuff at psychotherapy. Again, I don't like him and I'm looking for more reasons not to.
We've had our ups and downs, Reza and I.
Alright, we already did
Things
that.
are going.
Rez?
Just a sec. Hey, what's up?
Ooh, I didn't know if he'd actually be willing to talk to us. The way she reacted to Sully, I feel like she's really got a thing for him, but it would be kind of crappy to break up with Reza and then move on to his boss, so not really a good choice.
We had such a lovely time in Trieste.
Until the end.
Never mind the shitty hotel, the synthetic beaches, the awful food. It was just good with some time away. It's the first time since I moved here. The first time since we got back together. It was important. To us, to our relationship.
But again, though, looking at the timelines, Zoe, like, you guys have only been back together... How long have you been here in Europolis? It's been, what, like 3 months? Unless I got it wrong. Something like that. So it's like... I don't know. I mean... I sometimes go on vacation, like, maybe... Well, let's be honest. I consider vacation like something where I go somewhere and, like, leave the state. Something like that. Once a year, maybe. Sometimes some years I don't. And then I'll do little trips more frequently than that, but that's things like go visit my mother-in-law. She's 2.5 hours away. So, I mean, I don't know. It seems like 3 months just doesn't seem like we should be so irritated with each other that we need to have a break from everything. That, I don't know. I think that's a sign, again, that things just aren't really that great in the first place.
What was Reza working on again? A story about hallucinogenic substances in bingo soft drinks. This does not sound terribly important.
What do you mean that doesn't sound terribly important? I think that sounds pretty important. And I needed to be more clear when I said, when he's talking about getting it pulled from the shelves, and I'm talking about, like, getting rid of, taking things out that are bad for you. By bad for you, I mean things that are, like, actively harmful, unsafe for consumption. There's lots of things that are bad for you. Sugary things are bad for you. Like, really high calorie things are bad for you. But they're not, like, actively harmful to consume. They're at least food, and that's choices you get to make. But this drink sounds like something that maybe shouldn't be on the shelves. I'm surprised she's willing to just kind of toss that off as unimportant.
I didn't check with Reza if he was happy with my choice of lunch. This could have major consequences.
Really?
Lunch is the most important meal.
I think dinner's more important than lunch.
Reza promised to make dinner tonight. This is usually a cause for celebration. And not just because I'm lazy and prefer to sit on the couch while my man toils away in the kitchen.
I mean, as long as she'd be okay if he just bought dinner, like she bought lunch and brought that back, then I don't really see so much of a problem with that situation.
I know Reza's been spending a lot less time with Sully since I moved here. I hope I haven't gotten in the way of their best friendship.
Again, if it's only been like 3 months, and they're acting like this has been problems building up over such a long time, and if you have this many problems this early on, it's not a good sign.
I'm sure I told Reza I'm volunteering tonight, but I'll remind him.
We did just tell him that.
Because I don't think I did. Did I?
Alright, let's start with...
I didn't check with Reza.
Lunch.
Food okay?
The food? Oh, food. Yeah, I haven't started eating yet, but, cheese soup? My favourite. Can't go wrong with cheese soup. I'll get to it in a minute. I just have to finish up this section.
Alright,
What was Reza working
so tell me about your work there.
How's that story going?
You mean the story I told you about less than 5 minutes ago?
Yes?
Just checking in.
It's going well, but it feels a bit inconsequential in the light of everything else that's happening.
Hey, come on. A soda that makes you see cartoon animals? That's big, man. Children could be drinking that.
Of course someone needs to write the piece, but that someone could be anyone. Like Sophia, she's the newbie.
And now you're doing it, and you'll do it well. There's no such thing as a worthless story. You told me that.
I lied. Of course there is, but... yeah... no, not this one. You're right, I shouldn't complain. It's not a sexy story, but it is important.
It is important.
That's my boy.
It's a story that matters. If it was fast-tracked through and it causes hallucinations, it could potentially... Maybe it has some type of, like, brain-damaging effect or some long-term effects that people don't know about. Like, that kind of thing does matter. Again, it's a little bit of the thing... A little bit of what April had, right? Where she saved the world. She had this huge quest. She was the foretold one for a bunch of different races over there in Arcadia, right? Like the Miram and the Bandu and all of them. They had these prophecies, and she was the one foretold in prophecy. And then afterwards, it's like, okay, now you got to do something with your life. Good luck, right? He had his huge story that he broke.
Been spending a lot less time with Sully since I moved.
And so anything in comparison is pretty much going to seem like small potatoes, right? But you gotta keep working. So take the stories you can get. Be happy with those, Reza. All right, tell me about
Reza,
dinner.
What's for dinner?
Really? This is what you interrupt me for? To ask about dinner? What's for dinner is surprise, is what?
That's not food. That's not even English. I thought you said you were a journalist.
A scribbling, they call it here in Europolis. When in Rome, Zoe.
Rome was never part of Europolis, smart-ass. Rome's the capital of the Imperium. Says so on all the signs pointing to there.
Now who's the smartass? FYI, Rome's just a ceremonial seat of the Imperium. Barcelona is the political capital. Learn to read the signs properly.
Well, although that could just be... I'm not prepared to say that was a hostile exchange. That could just be banter. It probably more likely was. So, what about...
I'm sure I told Reza I'm volunteering tonight.
I did, and
I'll
he's going to
remind
say
you
something about, like, you just told us.
I told you I'm volunteering tonight.
You did not?
Yes,
And I'm not sure politics is something you should worry your pretty little head about, sweetheart.
That's kind of condescending.
Jesus, don't do that voice again. Psycho doesn't suit you.
I guess there's a reason I'm scribbling and not a stand-up comedian.
You'd guess right. Scribbling.
Scribbling.
I'll never get used to Europolis slang.
Don't be a dully minette. You go on and hang with your sozy intello clique tonight. I'll be a stay-at-home minette cooking your booth.
Pretty good. Or should that be lekker, super bon? Also, don't do that again. Really creeps me out.
Tamam.
You'll pick up the lingo eventually too, Zoe. That's how it works. You're in a place long enough, you hear these
We had
things.
such a lovely time in Trieste. I know Reza's been spending a lot less time with Sully since I moved.
All right,
How's Sully?
Good?
go ask him.
Yeah. Great. Right? I think he's doing good. I don't know.
Of course you don't. What do you guys talk about?
Work? Politics? Corporations? The Syndicate? The Eye? Kaiser Constantine?
Kaiser Constantine.
Football?
Liar. Work stuff. That's all you talk about when you're out drinking.
Might be.
Well, hasn't been much of that lately. Out drinking.
I know. Because of us. Because of me.
No, because they're busy.
What? No, of course not. And I mean... Sure, we used to go out all the time, but that's because neither of us had a life. And Sully wasn't doing too well after the divorce. He's happy I have better things to do now than go out, get drunk, and have loud arguments about socioeconomics. He has better things to do as well.
Yeah,
Like
what's he
what?
doing?
Like work?
Work, okay, yes. But Sully lives for work.
I'm not sure that's healthy. But it's not my business. As long as you don't feel I'm getting in the way.
Hanging out with me was Sully's excuse to not hang out with anyone else. This way, sooner or later, he'll have to find a substitute. Hopefully one he can mate with.
Sure. But still, you guys should hang out on your own soon. No, actually, not soon. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, you're taking Sully out, and I'm finally going to unpack and get organized.
Sure?
Affirmative.
All right. I'll ask Sully.
Very well. I mean, it is good to maintain your friendships, but, I mean, they also work together. They're seeing each other every day, so it's not like a huge deal that some things have changed in 3 months.
We had such a lovely...
Do you miss Trieste yet?
What? The 5-star hotel? The sandy beaches and the gourmet buffet? You know you're in Italy when you're eating fake pasta made from processed American corn.
I guess not.
I'm just joking, babe. It wasn't about any of those things. It was nice being away with you.
It's not like we can afford anything fancier.
And we don't need it. It was great. Really? I got to see the sun and you in a bikini.
And I got to see you in a black t-shirt and jeans, hiding out in the shade with a book. It was pretty awesome.
Next time, I promise we'll rent an island in the Philippines.
You don't have to promise that. But since you did, I'll hold you to it forever.
I really should get going.
All right.
I should get going. I'm going to be late for work. Mira will yell at me in Bambaya and I won't understand any of it.
Hey, don't look at me. I'm not keeping you.
True.
No, or me. Bye.
And also, both of them talking about, oh, it was so nice to get away. Like, you're living in a new city that you haven't been in that long. You really need to get away that soon? All right, let's go talk to Sully some more. Any new observations?
Good guy, Sully.
Nope.
I don't know what we'd do without him.
I feel like something's going to happen story-wise with Sully. She keeps talking about him. Will something tragic happen to him? Will he turn out to be a bad guy in disguise? We'll have to see.
Hey, my favorite manic pixie dream girl.
Aha.
Sully is the sweetest. I know he likes me, but he tries so hard to keep it light and friendly. I love him. Sully loves to test me. He knows what buttons to push. I'm calling his bluff.
No, we can be joking.
Sully is the...
Yeah, fuck you too. You look awful, by the way. What happened?
What?
A wedding.
Finally. Who's the lucky girl?
You know I only have eyes for you. Dump that deadbeat boyfriend of yours and let's catch the first train to Copenhagen.
I'm trying to slowly poison him with my home cooking. I'll give it a few months. How was the wedding?
Awful. I feel like shit. It was a Polish wedding. A Polish wedding with an unlimited supply of Polish vodka.
Oh, that does sound awful.
I take it you haven't been to a Polish wedding. It
Have
was
not.
fantastic. It was a disaster. It was all things, good and bad. And once the bride and groom stopped screaming at each other, it was incredibly romantic. I'm man enough to admit that I wept. Openly. How was Trieste?
Really good. I mean, it's Trieste. It's not the Gold Coast. But it was nice to get out of the city. Did you know there's an actual sun up there?
Yeah, urban myth. The sun is a lie. I don't believe it for a second. Besides, my skin would probably turn to ashes if it's exposed to UV rays.
You're a child of Propas, Sully.
Constantinople. But close enough. I don't expect an islander to understand European geography.
Born in India, spent half my life in Africa, but hey, who's keeping track?
Talk like an islander, live behind islander walls, deal with islander shame. That's what I say.
He never answered who got married.
Everyone's talking about the clampdowns today. If anyone knows what's going on, it's Sully. He prides himself on staying on top of the news cycle.
We could ask him, because we did see ourselves when we were wandering the city that there are areas you can't go to, the ferry's down, you can't use the metro.
I'd love to chat more with Sully, but he does like to go on, and I should probably head to work.
No, we can take some time and chat more with him.
Everyone's talking...
What's going on with these eye clampdowns everyone's on about?
Jesus wept those baton heads. It's insidious is what it is. A little bit here, a little bit there, and soon Propast is a bucking gulag.
But why are they doing it?
Who knows? It's the Syndicate. They don't need something as banal as reasons. They want people off the streets and hooked up to their dream machines.
You think that has something to do with it?
Yes, no, maybe. Mouse your rules, and those dream machines are a license to print it. It would be naive to think they're completely unconnected. Watiko holds a lot of sway over the Syndicate. But we're going to find out for sure. Your boy toy there, once he's looked into the Phantom Bingo Dingo, will be taking point. This story is going to make a lot of people very angry. And that will make Sully very, very happy.
Won't they just shut you down?
Let them try. We have the future on our side. And once I win my Pulitzer, I'll whisk you away to a better life.
Copenhagen, right?
That's just for the marriage license. We'll go to Overbukyu in Dacia and live like savages on the beach.
Sounds good. I'll get back to you once I've taken care of you-know-who.
I heard that.
Which part?
All the parts.
Meh. You'll still eat my food, even if it is poisoned.
Food is food.
I've distracted you two enough. When are you coming by for dinner, Sully?
When is your man cooking dinner next?
Tonight.
Cruel but fair. We'll have you over soon. Maybe we'll even find you a dinner date.
Next to you, no woman measures up, but beggars, choosers. Take care, Zoe. Stop by anytime.
He's got a lot of confidence that if they write this story, nothing bad is going to happen to them. There will be no retaliation. And maybe, I don't know, it's hard to say. Maybe they're right. Maybe, I think he could be underestimating the powers that be, and maybe they'll give them an amount of leeway to write some stories so that they can't challenge him with all of their lawyers and whatever else he's talking about, winning his Pulitzers. Or maybe we're wrong, and maybe the Syndicate will absolutely just crush these guys. We'll have to see. All right. Anything else from you, Jonas?
Registered trademark of the river. I mean, I can't
Nah,
publish
he's done.
my story by some
Same stuff.
artificial, arbitrary deadline.
All right.
No one can. I'm not even
Back out to the city. So, what did it say next? Next, we need to go to... Zoe works at the Pandemonium because of a decision you made. Where else would I feel like I'm missing something? Where else would I have worked? Okay, I feel like Pandemonium was along the river, right? We're not going to go through the whole city again. We're going to just... Oh, that's right. It's not... I have to talk to Crowboy to get a marker on the map. Alright, we're just going to go for it, because I'm feeling pretty confident that it was down this way.
Why be outside when you can be inside?
Oh yeah, we saw those guys from the other angle. If you go up the stairs by the big spinning W's. Was it past the bricks? This I don't remember. We'll keep an eye out for another crowbar. Oh yeah, it's right here.
Oh, hi there, sir and or madam.
No.
If I can just have a... But it will only take a... I think you'll be very
If
interested.
you don't leave, I will activate my periphery defenses and channel 80,000 volts through your metal head. You murder-toting homicide.
Have a wonderful day, madam.
The ad bots can solicit people in their buildings? That's really irritating.
I told you to stay away, you piece of metal.
It's me. It's me.
Me who? I know lots of me's.
Zoe. Zoe.
You're lucky I didn't turn on my periphery defenses. Or you'd be crispy toast by now. Come on in.
Alright. Bad enough to have ad bots following you around playing ads at you, but they try to engage you in conversation about ads?
Damn this shitting shit. Shit! Well, don't just stand there like a fucking half... Wait! Oh, I hate you so much right now, you dumb mute log.
She did say that Mira
you
talks
keep pretending like you can't hear me.
rough
That's not
to him.
annoying at all. That does not make me want to strangle you with a wire. I did not just spend 57,000 yuan on scrap metal. We will make these things shine and hover and not blow up or attack small children. I can take or leave the children. Some people are attached to the filthy, shitting, squealing
Oh, she's
things.
one of those, huh?
We can't afford to upset the customers.
I don't understand. I can understand people who don't want to have children. Like, if you don't want to be a parent, that's okay. I personally think it's very rewarding, but it's not, whatever, if people don't want to. But I have no understanding or sympathy for the people who are nasty about children, who call them by nasty names and who talk about how much they hate children. Like, children are just people. They're just people. It's very weird to me that you would just hate a whole age range of people. It doesn't make any sense. Like, okay, it's all right if you're not someone who... I do think that children are generally more important in some ways than... Like, okay, adults are obviously important. We're the ones that are, like, building and shaping the world. But the children, as corny as it sounds, really are the future. And it's kind of the whole point of things is building for the next generation. I don't think there's... I don't know. If you can find worth in just living a life for yourself and just enjoying the time that you're here and building only for yourself, okay, go for it. But I think there's a lot more to be said about building for future generations. Like, think about the people who have created structures or who have learned things educationally, right? That they didn't really see the full use of in their lifetime, but they do it knowing that generations down the road are going to benefit from this thing that they did. I think there's an incredible amount of worth in that. I think there's a whole lot to be said for living life that way, that you're building for humanity, not just for you. So building for humanity does mean children are one of the key parts, right? That's how subsequent generations are going to even be around to appreciate your works. So, I don't know. This lady seems... she's a little intense.
Is this a bad time?
It's the fucking worst time, Kutria. But I'm not paying you for the privilege of avoiding my shitty shit. You're going chin deep with the rest of us.
Okay.
I'm ready for... Wait, you're paying me? When did you start paying me?
Like I told you last week, blame the fucking banks for their incompetence and inability to process the transfers in time, not the messenger.
Should I be writing this down?
Do you kiss your boyfriend with that mouth of yours?
Every day. So what am I doing? I can continue to run the orders
God, Banjod! Who cares about new orders when we can't even deliver on our current orders? At this rate, we'll be out of business by Friday, and our creditors will tear this place to the ground and have us all garroted in the plaza. Today, you earn your bread and slivovitz by doing something that's actually useful. We're going to brainwash one of my refurbished bots. Neural programming, Petal.
I'll be doing what I was actually hired to do. Yay.
I didn't hire you to give me attitude, Banjod. I get enough of that from Wit already. That retard knows how to push my buttons. Yeah, you just keep turning the other cheek, Zad. You mother chode. I bet you've been faking your autism since we first met. Oh, you're such a fucking puppy dog, Wit. Such a fucking Gondor. And no wonder your armor left you in the dumpster after she squirted you out of her filthy chute.
Why do we work for this lady?
This refurbished bot ready for sale. And the Jodu is a bigger retard than Wit over there. No small feat. I did a low-level format and memory wipe, but this thing is not yet ready for prime time. That, Petal, is where you come in. Take Shitbot for a walk. Run through some test scenarios. See what it's good for.
What about the neural programming?
I'll be doing the programming, Petal. You just worry about testing this tin can. Today, you're the tester.
Zoe, why do you deal with this lady? Why are you working this job that apparently hasn't been paying you right along for this nasty woman who doesn't even have you do the work you were hired to do? Like, she'd said, oh, I'm learning so much. What are we learning? What are we learning doing this job? What is even the point of this? And this other guy, too, why is he putting up with this? I really don't like this woman.
Blueprints of bots and what looks like neural interfaces. I'm guessing not all of these are strictly legal copies. I'm seeing a ton of proprietary information here.
So she's what, like some kind of hacker thief, and she's nasty on top of it?
Blueprints of bots and what looks like
and she doesn't
neural
pay
interfaces.
us. What? Man. And do we get and then she's, let's see, Zoe works on the political campaign as well, and I'm assuming that's also voluntary, probably not getting paid. I'd be kind of upset if I were Reza, right? Like, my girlfriend's moving in with me, and then she's spending some of her time doing work that doesn't pay her. So, and we're not cooking meals because we're a terrible cook. We're not really cleaning because we haven't even finished unpacking all the stuff in our house since we moved in. So we're not doing any of the traditional homekeeping things that, could sort of earn your way. Instead, we're working, but we're not getting paid, so we're not helping with expenses either. Like, we're kind of just freeloading. That sucks. I mean, yes. She's a girlfriend, and so you assume they want to live together. But if you're in a partnership, you have to bring something to the table. And Zoe, what are you bringing? If you're not going to contribute financially, then you should contribute at least domestically, and it doesn't seem like she's really doing any of it.
I'm guessing not all of these are strictly legal copies.
All right.
I'm seeing a ton of
magic
proprietary
music
information.
machine.
It's an ancient artifact that spins black vinyl discs with analog music on them. Basically magic.
Not familiar with the idea of a jukebox, huh?
That machine is centuries old. It belongs in a museum, really, but it's a pretty awesome thing to have sitting around in a garage. According to Mira, it's a jukebox. I don't know what a juke is, but they sound really good.
Okay, that's kind of fun. Because that is how things land. My kids the other day saw an old, like, touchpad phone. They were like, wow, Mom, look, this is an antique. Look at this old technology. It's like, oh my gosh, kid. Those things used to be around all the time.
It's an ancient
Not that old.
artifact that spins black vinyl discs.
Can we interact with it?
Mira
We can.
yells at me if I touch it. I don't want to get yelled at, so I'm not touching it.
Fair enough. Oh, we've got Ave Maria, Nocturne. Yeah, all kinds of... It's a classical jukebox. That's interesting. I've never seen such a thing.
The infamous Pandemonium lounge area. Things get insane here on Fridays when we have team beers and Mira spins up the ancient jukebox. And by insane, I mean Wit and I sit quietly and watch Mira get shit-faced. That never stops being hilarious.
Really? That sounds like it would not be much fun.
The infamous Pandemonium lounge area. Things get insane. If I sit down, I won't get up again. And not because it's comfortable, but because it's really, really... And by insane, I mean Wit and I sit quietly and watch Mira get shit-faced. That never stops being hilarious.
Ooh. Okay, let's observe before we touch.
Code. Complex code for neural networks and brain-machine interfaces. There's a reason Wit's bots and, okay, Mira's are the best in the biz. I'm learning every day, but I'm years away from even beginning to understand this.
Well, and you're going to stay that way if all we're doing with our time is, like, taking bots for test walks instead of actually doing work.
Complex code for neural... If I try that, I believe Mira might actually stab me with a screwdriver in the face. Mira treats Wit like shit,
Yeah,
but
she
it
does.
doesn't seem to faze him. They have a very complicated relationship. Like siblings. Dysfunctional siblings.
Well, even if it doesn't seem to faze him, that doesn't make it okay. She said some really nasty things.
Wit. He's the diametric opposite of Mira. Quiet, calm, focused. He never says a word, but that's part of his charm. I know Mira took care of Wit when they were both children on the streets of Mumbai. She loves him, and I think he'd do pretty much anything for her. I know Mira took care of Wit when they were both children on the streets of Mumbai. Hey, Wit. I don't know how you can stand it without punching her stupid face, but you guys have your thing, and I don't understand it, but it's obvious that she cares about you. And maybe that's her way of showing it. Being a total dick.
It's a terrible way to
Anyway,
show it.
See you later, okay?
Ooh, what's this?
Who knows what that thing is?
Touch it.
It's some sort of sonic modulator. Mira waves that tool around whenever she doesn't want to listen and pretends to be working. Mira's most treasured tool, an acoustic turn screw. I don't know how it works, but it's like a magic wand of modern science. It's some sort of sonic modulator.
All right, pick it up.
Mira, I have no idea how to use an acoustic turn screw. I might just end up hurting someone or accidentally unlocking doors.
All right, fair enough.
Blueprints of bots and what looks
we looked
like
at that
neural
one.
interfaces. Mira's like a really bitchy and neurotic version of my friend Liv from Casablanca. I miss Liv. She was the best.
Is that why we put up with Mira? Because she reminds you of Liv?
Hardcore bitch. Mira buys bots, refurbishes and reprograms them, and sells them at a premium. She also works with neural networks and illegal hardware, and I don't even want to know what else. I don't like her, but I sort of love her, I think.
Why?
Could also be hate. It's a mix. It's complicated.
I don't know. I don't personally see the appeal.
Mira's good at what she does. I just wish I knew what that was exactly. I think she runs an underground network of traders and techies and black hats, but I'm really not sure. Mira buys bots, refurbishes
Okay,
and
now we're
reprograms them,
repeating.
and sells them at a premium.
All right.
She also works with
I don't
neural
really want to talk
networks
to her
and
because she's
illegal
just going
hardware, and
to
I
spew
don't
more
even want to know
vitriol
what
at
else.
us, but...
Look, I'm
Oh.
sorry for being in a shitty mood today. I don't like feeling I might have thrown away our entire nest egg. But my bad mood doesn't explain why you're not out there with shitbot doing your job.
Okay, that's better than what we got when we first came in here. Still not great, but...
Are you my new human?
Well, for the moment.
Nope, we're just going to work together today.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that.
Really?
I'm not sure that matters.
Are you hygienic? You look a bit unhygienic.
Seriously?
Oh, so you just got insulted by a robot. Oh, let's see.
Don't
Anything
test
else?
me, by Jod.
Nope. Okay. Come here, robot.
My assignment for the day. Take, Shitbot for a walk. I really need to give him a less offensive name. He is a bit shitty though, isn't he? It's not just Mira being a dick again. He really is Shitbot.
Well, he's looking kind of rough, but... I mean, that's on her and Wit, isn't it? Their job's to fix him up.
One of the many junky bots Mira buys to reprogram and refurbish. She's famous for that. Infamous, maybe. My assignment for the day. Take,
All right. Let's
Shitbot
talk to him.
for a walk.
Waiting makes my
I really
idle
need to give him a
cycle
less offensive
stack.
name.
They feel like ants. I have ants in my full metal pants.
All right.
My circuits will overheat if I overhear much longer.
Well, that seems like something that should be fixed.
I can't get the holding music out of my head. Tro-lo-lo-lo, dum-dum-dee-dum-dum-dee-dum-dum. I can't get the
Okay.
holding music
Let's
out
move.
of my head. Tro-lo-lo-lo, dum-dum-dee-dum-dum-dee-dum-dum.
Is he going to shout out at random passerby? I guess we'll see.
Do we have to be outside? I don't like the outside.
Why not?
That could be a problem.
It's very big.
Well, yeah.
That's sort of the point of outside, the bigness.
It's very loud and there could be assassins.
It seems
Let's
unlikely.
go back inside.
What? No, we have a job to do.
I don't like this one bit, but all right. Where would you like me to begin?
What are his concerns with assassins? What's your previous experience with assassins, bot?
Life's getting to you.
Oh, she's got nothing to say about these. We gotta just pick one, huh? Okay, let's work on repair program.
Time to check out your repair program. We'll look for something you can repair.
Affirmative. Scanning city net for repair requests.
No, I have an idea
Scanning.
already, bot.
Scanning.
There was that
Scanning.
hallway with the sparky bits.
Scanning.
I think we should
Scanning. Complete. Repair request located. Follow. Human.
Alright.
Zoe,
No, that's not my name.
that's my name.
I fail to see the relevance.
You know what your problem is? You're an asshole. That's your problem.
Oh, he hasn't been that bad so far. especially compared to Mira. He's been maybe a little awkward, a little blunt, but I wouldn't say he's an asshole. Okay, yep. The Sparky Alley. Excellent.
Looks like the fuse is blown. Looks like the fuse is blown.
Ooh. Okay, do-it-yourself maintenance, huh? Always replace fuse with a new fuse of the same amperage rating. Alright, number 1 with 5A is the air handling unit relay. Then we go, let's see, why is number 3 between 1 and 2? That's kind of weird. Number 2 is the chassis battery bay. 3 is the appliance receptacles curbside. Then we've got 5 before 4. 4 is the appliance receptacle street side, 5 is the spare, and 6 over on the bottom right corner is a 120 volt air compressor bay. Alright, I don't know what any of that means, but there we go. Ooh. Okay, we gotta pick a fuse. So. Alright. So is this what it's showing us? There's... Okay, the big box on the side. These 4 up top, yep, and then the 2 on the bottom. So the one that's sparking like crazy is number 4. 12A, appliance receptacles street side. So which volt is that? Air compressor is 120. Are they all 120? Is that what it's telling me? I'm gonna potentially ruin this if I am interpreting it wrong. Whereas 12A... Oh yeah, 12A is an option. Okay, yeah, this is...
Replacement fuses, I believe.
Okay, I think that's what we need. So, let's talk to this guy.
Maybe Wick can do his magic and create a better personality for Rust Bucket here. Any personality would be vastly better than the current one.
I think the current one's fine. He's not bugging me.
In lieu of a better name, Shitbot it is. Despite lacking in both personality and skills, this bot is... No, I don't know where I was going with that sentence. It's a Rust Bucket.
We could just call him Rusty then. That would be a better name.
CityNet reports broken wiring in this location. I will need specific instructions to proceed.
Can't you just, fix it?
I need specific instructions to proceed.
Very well.
Honestly, you're useless.
Alright, that must be how to give him the instructions. Is there anything else we can talk
I need
about?
specific instruction.
Honestly, you're...
Okay. Go to... that.
The broken fuse will have to be removed first.
Oh. Very well. Go to that.
Remove that fuse, please.
Your call, human. I'm only doing what I'm told.
We'll get to it, buddy. Why does it look like he's over on that one?
Oh, oops.
How you... That is not what I told you to do.
Looks like the fuse is blown.
You've made the situation worse.
Magic and create a better personality for
I
Rust Bucket
broke
here.
it more.
Yes, you did.
It would be vastly better than... You broke it more? How did you break it more?
Unknown. Maybe I'm not very good at repairs. Yes, I think that's the correct answer. I'm really not very good at repairs.
You don't say. We better leave before the police shows up.
What do you want me to do next?
We're just gonna leave it broken? That's a little bit disappointing. I looked at the diagram, I figured out what we need to fix it. We're just gonna abandon it? Ugh. Okay.
Let's see how you handle human interaction. We need to find someone to assist.
Scanning for potential victim.
Hold on, buddy.
Victim.
Did I say victim? I meant Patsy. No, that's not right. Mark.
I'm worried
Where
he
did
might
Mira
be running
find you?
away.
I've been told that my previous human was Mr. London.
Mr. London.
The gangster.
I remember nothing. They wiped my memory and parts of my personality with it.
Oh,
It's all starting to make sense.
okay. Let's.
I don't have a death wish. Particularly when it involves high voltage and molten sparks. This is what we invented bots for.
I really want to fix it though. It's gonna bother me now.
Looks like the fuse is blown.
Fine. Everything we needed to. All right. Let's go ruin someone's day, because I'm sure you're gonna fail to assist them properly. Who's this? She wasn't out here before.
This human appears to be lost and in need of assistance.
Go for it, bot.
I have a name you know.
Sorry.
Yeah, but
What is
it's
it?
terrible.
I have no idea. They wiped the two.
So helpful.
Human.
Don't kill me! Frida, he's not going to... Well, probably.
Yeah, we saw how he
May I direct you
he
somewhere?
broke the fuses even worse.
I'm trying to find the metro station.
Oh, it's closed down.
Fellow
There's no
human,
point.
Please assist me in assisting this human with directions to the metro station.
Really? You can't figure that out yourself? Okay. Where's the metro state? It's east and a bit north. Oh, why is this lit up? That's not the metro station. Or no, it's just keeping that from, that's where Reza is, because that's the last time I talked to Crowboy. So that must just stay wherever I had it previously set with Crowboy. Okay, we're going to tell him east, which is, down here, direction 1. That's not right.
Follow me, human.
You've got to be kidding me. I'm not paying for this.
We weren't charging
Nobody's
you.
asking for money.
How am I supposed to find the metro station now?
Find a
Really?
Crowboy.
Do you have any idea what year this is? She couldn't look more lost. She's the epitome of lostness. She couldn't look more lost. She's the epitome
Alright.
of lostness.
Oh shoot, where did we just lose our robot? Over at the metro, I'm assuming?
Juicy double cow burger, crispy squid chips, drippings. Right now,
I feel like this was the way.
Crowboy's here to help you find your way in ProPass.
I might have said the wrong way anyhow, because this looks like it isn't leading where I wanted it to. But since I'm already here, can I get upstairs anywhere useful over here? Oh, there's stairs. Yeah, there's the stairs over here. We'll go take those. I think that's what we're closest to now.
but your dreams don't have to be. With the new
So part of the failure there might have been my part, because I think that I told him the wrong way to go to the metro. But I mean, considering he just levitated up instead of giving her instructions, I would say he failed at that task anyhow. But
refresh yourself with a refreshing new limited edition Ego Dreamer.
there he is.
Needs compassion. Europe needs change. Europe needs a help.
Alright, you. That was not helpful.
You know, most humans can't fly.
Most.
Well, all humans can't fly.
It's easy. Engage rear propulsion and horizontal gyros.
Just like that, eh?
Yeah, no. I'm crossing service industry off the list. Let's try something else.
What do you want me to do next?
Well, I'm kind of concerned about trying a security program. I feel like he's going to do some real damage. Well, let's go destroy somebody's bot.
Maybe we can test your ability to interface with other bots. Can you send a message to other bots in the area? See if any of them need assistance.
Get one of those ad bots.
I'm not really very good with messages.
Give it a shot.
I don't handle rejection well. Can't you do it?
No.
I hope Mira didn't pay a lot for you, because honestly, there are a bunch of bots working in Sonnenschein Plaza. Let's go there.
Engaging thrusters.
First.
Watch the rooftops for assassins.
Well, if he worked for...
Seriously?
Yeah, if he worked for like a mobster, that's the concern about assassins.
Not really,
I
no.
could have just gone up here, huh?
That's just what an assassin would say.
Alright, off to Sonnenschein Plaza. Do you know how to get there, bot? Or are you kind of trusting me to lead the way? Because I don't remember. He looks like he's got an idea.
So I says to him, you can't pass through here, Pruder. You need to turn back and head home. So what did he do?
Remind you not to stare directly at our sun, as it may cause blindness and tumors.
There's a bot. Does this one need help?
Maintenance bots, doing the jobs humans are no longer qualified to do. Sooner or later, there will be an uprising. There are public maintenance bots everywhere in ProPast, and they're all pretty much the same make and model. I think they were purchased bulk from Seshadri Industries. I, for one, welcome our new maintenance bot overlords. Maintenance bots, doing the jobs humans are no longer qualified to do. Sooner or later, there will be an uprising.
A bot uprising, you think, huh? Alright. Who are you going to help?
Plaza by OCG, original
Oh, there's all
consumer
kinds of
goods,
them.
making your life a little brighter.
Disengaging thrusters.
See anything?
I feel very awkward around bots.
Are you ever comfortable?
I relate well to pigeons.
Really?
I can imagine.
You can use manual override to point me at another bot and engage assist tools.
Very well. Who shall we assist? Well, I feel like he's probably going to do it wrong and potentially break whatever he works on. So we could do potentially maximum damage and ruin the hollow sculpture.
Represent reaching for the sun, or maybe playing basketball? One of the two.
Well, reaching for the sun makes more
OCG
sense.
commissioned that hollow sculpture from Emma de Frieke, which is just the weirdest coincidence. And then again, she is a really famous artist. It brightens up the place. This place does need brightening.
Okay, let's not destroy the sculpture. We can go destroy one of these ads, why not? So.
Welcome to the Sunshine Plaza by
Pigeon.
OCG.
He can assist the pigeons. He could assist that bot. What about that bot way over there? No? Or would I have to like walk closer? Okay, let's assist the pigeons.
Wait.
Was it everything you wanted it to be? Come over here, I want you to help this bot. Maybe we could mess up an armored car if there's one closer to it. Let's see, that one's working on the vending machine.
Original consumer goods would like to remind you not to stare directly at us.
I feel like possibly the least damaging thing to ruin will be the advertisement. What other bot options do we have?
The new Dream machine by
Okay, this one over here. But we don't want to mess up Emma's thing, so we'll leave that. Yeah, let's go get the one working on the advertisement. I'm not so worried if that gets broken. Alright, go for it, buddy. Oh. Yeah, I didn't mean to talk to you.
No, I know that box. We have had altercations.
What are you talking about? How? Okay, what about this one?
Her oil smells rancid.
Too bad. Go help her anyhow, I don't care.
Her oil smells rancid.
Fine. Oh my gosh, it's gonna end up being the sculpture one and he's gonna break it. Unless it's this one and we break Emma's... Oh boy. Alright, come here. Give it a shot, you.
How about that one?
This is the one. Okay, he's gonna bust this window.
Greetings, fellow bot. I shall assist you with who? What is that?
What is what? What are you doing?
I don't think that's what you're supposed to be doing.
I feel tingly. I think this is happiness. I think I feel happy. What is this thing I'm doing?
You're welding, but that's not
Welding. I like welding.
Great, but you're supposed to
Welding.
I'm happy for you, but this wasn't part of the plan. I don't think Mira's planning to use you for that.
I like welding.
You've established that.
Let's go.
But what about the welding?
Let it go, and let's go.
Affirmative. I will stop doing this thing that I love and that makes me feel happy and fulfill to follow you to the next stop on our pointless depressing journey. What do you want me to do next?
I know Zoe doesn't like this bot, but I really do.
How about testing your security program?
Affirmative. Activating security routines. Security routines are locked and encrypted.
Oh.
There's a warning message. Any attempt to breach this bot's encryption will be reported to syndicate mainframes and perpetrators will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
Well, that's very interesting.
Disengaging encryption and engaging security routines.
Oh, Jesus, no, don't.
What is...
Citizen, step back.
Uh-oh.
Civilian bot, disengage your military software immediately or face destruction. You have 10 seconds to comply.
That's the music he was singing, huh?
Thank you for complying. Any further attempts to breach security seals will be met with immediate destruction. Have a wonderful day.
Wow.
Don't ever do that again.
Affirmative. She was nice. Do you think she liked me?
No.
I think so. She was nice.
You live in your happy world, robot.
What is your command, human? How will I be tested now?
I think that's it. Your testing is complete.
Time to head back.
I think I did well. I did well, didn't I? That went well.
Well, it went interesting.
It might even be appropriate to say that I aced it.
Sure. Let's head back to Pandemonium, okay?
I can do that too. Follow me, human.
Oh, and excellent. We get to go right back. Very nice. Which is a good time, because this is like an hour now. So this is a good time to wind things down, okay? We finished testing out our bot. We've learned he's not good at anything except for welding that he enjoys. Actually, is he even good at welding, or is it just something he likes? It might just be he likes it and he might be terrible at it. But he does have something very interesting going on with the security protocols. So we're going to need to we'll report that to Mira, and she strikes me as the sort who's going to do something to try and crack into it and figure out what's going on. So that is what we will do next time.